Greetings, ascending Earth angelics of the new Edenic timelines. Today is the 2nd of March. We are in the gateway of tomorrow's 333 portal, so these energies are intensifying, multiplying, and activating. Today, with these massive waves coming in, I felt the physical vessel like it was totally on fire, and intense heart expansions, almost as if my heart was going to expand out my spine. Today, on the Schumann charts, we had an 11 activation of the 1111 portal. And these fiery energies of the Divine Goddess 711 coming in are the transformation, transmutation, and transfiguration of our DNA and the cellular structure of our crystalline internal matrix being activated and upgraded. So keep going through and through and through until we totally break through. We're rising up, we're being activated. Hang in there. We are at the precipice of the full anchoring of New Earth. Today, an update from Divine Sister of the Light, S.A. Smith. Geomagnetic storm now hitting, pushing in a big string of energies. If you aren't feeling these yet, you will soon. We are being hit with a geomagnetic storm. KP index measures the size of the storm. This one is a level 5, bringing in big energies and even bigger ascension symptoms. Ears ringing, eyes stinging, heart pounding, cold shakes, hot flashes, tingling hands and feet. Big emotional day too. A lot of releases. You may feel it, experience it. Either way, the emotions are running high. This is really hitting hard, bringing in big upgrades and understandings. Try to flow with these the best you can. You're going to feel these from now on through the next several hours. Breathe, hydrate, flow. You got this. girlintheuniverse.com. And again, day by day, in every way, I am getting better and better. I am the presence filling my world with perfection this day and every day. As we rise into the perfection of our perception, of our awareness, through the purity, through the innocence of our divinity, of our sacred selves that are being activated, remembered, and revealed through these activations. Today we added day 22 of our 33 days discourse of the I Am presence. So if you're on our Patreon, be sure to check that out. And also, please, if you can, if you still want to support our work, please make sure that the pledge went through. Multiple people dropped out, and that's a little glitch in Patreon's software. So if you could, please take a look and see if your pledge went through for this month. We appreciate all of you for your continued support. Now, in the last 24 hours, we had 150 M1.5 or greater earthquakes, 15 of the 6.6, 5.8 the most powerful in Russia. Today we've also had multiple volcanic activations in the last couple days, one in Indonesia and Mount Etna a couple days ago with these expansions. Earlier today on the coast of Chile, 4.1, Puerto Rico with the Divine Masculine, New Atlantis 3.5, Vanuatu 4.8, Fiji 4.2, Taiwan 5.5, Argentina in the Sacred Andes Mountains, Kundalini Pachamama 4.6, Aleutian Islands in the Crown 4.4, Fiji 4.4 of the 8.8, the Royal Lions of the Lyran Nation. We have the coast of Oregon, not too far from where the Eagle and Condor anchor the codes with the 3.0, Guam 5.0, Costa Rica, Central America 3.8, 12 of the Divine Goddess, 4.5 in Russia, 5.8 in Russia with the most powerful Shikotan, Indonesia 4.7, Vanuatu 5.2, Japan 4.5, another activation in the Crown with a 4.7 in the Aleutian Islands, Peru, South America, on the border of Peru and Ecuador in the Andes Mountains with a 5.0 activation. The whole ring of fire is lit up again today as we're being lit up through this great ascension process. Keep rising through and through the great cosmic spiral, through the internal vortex into the still white magnetic light at the center of all things. which is God consciousness, and the source of the I Am emanation. And we call upon the Ascended Masters, all Ascended Masters, for this final mission. We blast this whole realm with the violet flame, the violet ray of transformation and transmutation, and activate all living beings to our highest potential and our highest love, our highest truth, our highest light. We start with the Sabian symbols. Right now, the moon at 3 degrees 2 minutes Scorpio, the sun at 12 degrees 42 minutes Pisces. The current Sabian symbol for the moon at 4 degrees Scorpio, a youth holding a lighted candle in a devotional ritual. And the current Sabian symbol for the sun at 13 degrees Pisces, a sword used in many battles in a museum. From astrologyweekly.com. Today from Divine Bro, Star of the Light, Philippe Francois, the Etna 24 and the 25022021. We have entered Revelations, the time of the so-called biblical prophecies and calamities or areas of turbulence related to the metamorphosis and also the responses of locals in Earth. It is never the light that ends anything, except in its reintegration into the light itself of everything that could appear as separate. The light comes to enlighten, and it comes to return us to our eternity in the fires of love. Don't listen to the shadow relays, the prophets of misfortune, talking about destruction, punishment, judgment. For none of this can exist in love and in grace. None of this is true in unity. A number of things must die. All that is ephemeral must die, so that what is eternal is born. This pertains to all institutions, with all sectors of life, not in agreement and in synchrony with the return of divine light. Fire, Christic consciousness, intelligence, and spirit united with your conscience will guide you in a safe way to your becoming a presence, which is what we call the I Am presence. In this sacred temple, here now, we call the physical body the temple of the Great Spirit. Today from Divine Sister of the Light, Karen Lithica, powerful cosmic upgrades, light acceleration, see cosmic light awareness reaching your world, infinite light downloads integrating your light field and higher light awakening. It can be experienced as a ripple effect of energy moving through your light body, an overall dizziness, expansion feeling, a lightness to your physical form. Many feel tired, achy body with the requirement to rest. It is simply part of the light integrations merging through your crystalline light body, moving through your cells and expanding throughout your entire light body, physical form. The duration will depend on the individual purpose and requirement of your personal experience, for it is simply part of the ever-expanding light transmission of your world and personal point of expansion. To open your heart to this light transmission and simply see the higher light awakening of this now moment, your sensitivity to feeling what is occurring in the higher realms of light, reaching your world and your physical form, to rest and simply accept the higher light transmissions, to enjoy the expansion and the upgrades of greater self-realization and greater awareness to planetary processes, to open this awareness to the greater aspect of your soul family, your enlightened path, your soul template, to see the great expansion of light work and to see your role individually and collectively as one stream of light, assisting the greater process of collective unity and harmonic light awakening, receiving the great cosmic calling. With love for your journey, the Arcturians and Karen Lithica from KarenLithica.com. And from Divine Bro, Star of the Light, Pars Kute. This is a transformation that is taking place now, an energy vibration flowing from the universe of the creative source, from the core of divine source into our beings as downloads, and it is an ascension process. A download is pretty much an instantaneous influx of information from source. This can come in the form of instant realization, messages and dreams, saying something someone needed to hear in an exact moment, writing, channeling a beautiful piece of music, or about anything really. In essence, we are basically a channel for divine information when receiving a download. The way we open ourselves up to have this kind of connection with Source at all times is 1. Continue to raise our vibration, and 2. Continue to develop our relationship with Source by communicating asking for signs, solutions, or just enjoying the divine company of all that is. In this now moment, we are regularly receiving and channeling divine downloads from the great central sun source through our sun. So let's be open and receptive at all times, with sacred love of one, Pars Kute, and from divine Sister of the Light, Carolyn, servant of Yahweh. 1133. The divine feminine Christ are receiving peace and purification from masculines that did not ascend. Neurological changes are removing the programming of separation and lack due to past experiences with distorted masculine counterparts. The new brain rewiring is now thoughts and feelings of union and harmony. This is all in preparation for the anointment that is near for the divine feminine Christ collective to receive our crowns and golden harvest. 1212. The Sisterhood of the Rose has received verdicts and justice from the karma that was blocking our position, power, and birthrights. This is freedom and liberation from karmic relationship contracts with the distorted masculine. You are free of them, and the mission and role with the temptress for good. Rebirth is near, birthing the new empresses of Christ, ready for their emperors of Judah, king counterparts. The neurological and chemical biology of the body is rewiring, so you can see the difference between a distorted masculine and the divine masculine Christ. With this new biology, the internal dialogue aligns reality to your divine union within and without. The Holy Grail is quickly flipping out of heartbreak wounds into alchemical creation. Downloads, upgrades, activations, answered prayers are happening in our tribe, ascending our family together. Now, through the Pisces new moon, we got this, fam. This is leading us to the great events occurring in Cancer season 2021, when you will know your soul's true calling. The galactic self is known. You are no longer human. Stand in your sovereignty. You have the power. Remember who you are. Your soul is calling you. Listen, beloveds. From Carolyn Kundalini Twin Flames. Today, from Divine Sister of the Light, Judith Kusel. Transfiguration is accelerating, the old disintegrating rapidly. Immensely powerful energies of transformation are pouring in the highest degrees. Balance, unity, oneness, such joy. From JudithKusel.com. Today, from a gift from Gaia. Feeling into the energetic layering now, settling in, it becomes so easy to see the light dancing upon the horizon. A horizon holding the truth of the direction that the heart yearns for, and a willingness to release it all to get there, washes over, whispers of whatever it takes, echoing through the field, softly guiding, pulling you in step by step, moment by moment, so perfectly, providing you are able to float, divinely detaching as you go, drinking in the entire reality without rejecting or spitting out a drop, even when it tastes bitter. Sharpen its truth of the divine concoction you have been creating in these incredible transformative times. Spectrums can and will collapse, and they do so both drastically, but also incredibly peacefully too. And the reason they are received so polarized is simply down to the depth of understanding held as to how this all operates, how the field of the mind, how the field of energy operates, and therefore how the physical world forms. The less that is known, the more drastic and loud it all creates in the form. The greatest awakeners in the beginning come in what is perceived as the most soul-destroying. Apparent toxicity is believed to be external from you, but what must be realized that this separation, this inability to own the entire field and all that it contains as your creation, only then creates more splits or shards that slither off into the abyss of separation and lack. If this rings true, then please always know that the greatest awakening is a reflection of the power held, the power one uses to defend off the completedness of the all. Yet once realized and the ability to flow in and through the guarded boundary is achieved, then the magnificence of the once apparent toxic field creation becomes the greatest gift. This gift polarizes the once powerful defense into radical acceptance, and the energy flows for us, with us, through us, and instead of manifesting what feels like destructive reality experiences, we instead manifest the truth of our hearts and exist in its glorious amazement of opportunities. In the beginning, when we find ourselves in the self-forgiveness space, The realization begins to form of how the trauma, the needs, the non-acceptance, a need to play the savior and the sacrifice that was in effect trying to physically remold of reality as we saw fit, a needs based to suit the requirements for the now moment of clueless experiencing. And it's in this twist that we got to see the attachments, the codependency, and the zero understanding of how life formed and shaped itself. This is the awakening. An awakening is learning how new levels of life work and operate, and this manual is very long learning. The toxicity was never outside of you. It was only ever rooted within you. Aspects of unhealed trauma playing out while you are willing to play the game of life unconsciously. Therefore, the most disordered of characters are only ever going to result in the greatest opportunity to heal from the inside. The people, situations, are the perfect conditions and hold the precise amount of pressure for diamonds to be formed. From a gift from GAIA.com. And today, from Divine Sister of the Light, Aluna Joy Yashkin, it appears that there has been a huge release of beings from the astral plane these last few days. It doesn't matter where they came from or why they have been released now, but only to celebrate and assist them with love back into the light that every soul deserves. We ask the Creator that they do not get attracted or stalled, feeding on the less than light, fear and anger programs that are being purged from our human consciousness. This release and rapture is a powerful clue that our reality is evolving quickly and is yet another step in our collective ascension process. Remember your self-care, violet flame yourselves, your homes and communities, and clear your space with sage, frankincense, or myrrh, and take your psychic protection essence. Today, from the Gene Keys, Unlocking the Higher Purpose Hidden in Your DNA, from Richard Rudd, Gene Key 63, March 2nd through March 6, 2021. Doubt, inquiry, and truth. This realization that everything is truth is well represented by the Yi Ching name after completion. The realization of truth involves a complete relaxation of our entire being. The quest is at an end because the quest has deleted the questioner. The doubter has entered into the question so fully that the question has swallowed his or her awareness. All paths to truth are therefore a complete fabrication. All techniques only distractions, and all systems and concepts are ultimately worthless. These are unhappy words for the seeker who still remains identified with his or her search, but even that is truth. There is no such thing as distorted truth or hidden truth. Truth is simply here now, in every moment, at every stage of your life. It is eternal, undying, pure, incorruptible, and so beautifully simple. Excerpt from the Gene Keys. And from the Yi Ching, the classic book of change, hexagram 63. After completion, fire heats the water from below. Masculine power returns to serve feminine love, cooking the alchemical cauldron of wisdom. Truth is the devotional rapture. Inquiry is commitment to lightness. Doubt is half-hearted desire. Communicating passion. The superior man thinks of the evil that may come and guards against it in advance. The 63rd CD exists already. It has existed forever. We already know and are truth. After completion, the truth will stand revealed for us all to see. This is the only truth there is. At the same time, we're moving through a hall of mirrors as we witness the unraveling of truth. Richard Rudd, 64 Ways, from GeneKeys.com. And today, from Here in the Moon Astrology, Tuesday, March 2nd, 2021. A heads up from spaceweather.com. A geomagnetic storm watch. March is the most geomagnetically active month of the year. Yesterday, it brought the strongest geomagnetic storm of new solar cycle 25 G2 class. Today, another storm is in the offing. NOAA forecasters say G1 class storms are possible when Earth enters a stream of solar wind flowing from a southern hole in the sun's atmosphere. This is all part of the current revelation wave, so expect to feel tired yet wired as your energy levels fritz and fluctuate. Magnetic shifts pull apart the old as they open the consciousness to a new experience, and it triggers your DNA torus fields to follow suit. Know it is a global effect. Don't make it personal. Rest. Accept the deep transformation we are in. Collective clearing is exhausting. Watching the old burn is exhausting. Limit your exposure to scattering of thoughts, emotions, and duality. Limit social media scrolling or disclosure hunting. Earthing and grounding in nature is especially healing. Walk or meditate outside to rejuvenate, even for a few minutes. From here in the moon astrology.co.uk. Today from Divine Sister of the Light Leah Whitehorse, Lua Astrology. Mercury in Aquarius trine the North Node in Gemini. Mercury is on the Sabian symbol, a big businessman at his desk. There's a hint of deja vu in the air as this is the last of a series of 3 trines between Mercury and the North Node. The third time's a charm, as they say. A cosmic blast of understanding, a brilliant idea, an enlightening conversation. Something somewhere gives you the push we were looking for. We connect the dots, decisions are made. We're back in business and ready to go. The Sabian symbol advocates that this is a time to keep your head, maintain order, plan, sort out paperwork to reduce mental clutter, delegate if you can, ask questions if you don't understand, seek out advice from those who have walked the path already, take some calculated risks, make time for personal life and physical well-being, know what is important and what isn't. If all else fails, open a window, take a deep breath, still the mind, and ask the universe for guidance. From LeahWhitehorse.com. Today from the Tzolk'in Times, Kin 7-8, White Cosmic Mirror. Cosmic is the name for the number 13, and its key words are endure, transcend, and presence. The 13th day of a Wavespell wraps up the whole journey. On this day we arrive at the destination we set out for on day 1. Cosmic days can be enduring because we must transcend our experiences in order to be properly prepared for the next 13 days. I always emphasize that the Tzolk'in is best lived one Wavespell at a time, with all the days within like stepping stones. But these Wavespells flow one another in a mystical order. To get the most out of the next one, you need to fully understand what you've learned from this one and the one before. Today is White Mirror, which represents reflection, order, and endlessness. The cosmic mirror symbolizes the reflection of the cosmos here on Earth. We are stardust, and more influenced by the universe than we can ever fathom. The mirror reflects the truth, and on number 13 days, we endure to reflect, meaning the truth can be difficult to grasp, but essential for transcending. If you want to confirm you are on the right path, the cosmic mirror will show you, but you must be prepared to eat humble pie. If you discover that the truth shows you to be wrong about your current situation, if that is the case, it's much better to know the truth now, rather than stumble blindly in the wrong direction. Today from Divine Sister of the Light, Christina Papagiorgio, White Cosmic Mirror, Kin 78, 2 March 2021, Endless Reflections. 2-3-2021 equal 2-3, 2.3 equal 5-5 equal 10 equal 1. 2 twins, partners, cooperation. 3 holy triad, joy, creativity. 5 freedom, change, transformation, liberation. 10 manifestation, power, authority. 1 leader, new beginnings, original. Kin 7-8 equal 15 equal 6, heaven. Knocking on heaven's door. Kin 78 marks the transcendence over the power of death, another extremely potent and powerful day in our planetary evolution. Day 13 in the White Worldbridger Wavespell of surrender, letting go, forgiveness, networking, and building bridges. Today we bring final closure to our old paradigm, ending the cycle of suffering and lack as we cross the rainbow bridge to our new world that we have been glimpsing. Tone of creation, cosmic is the last and final tone of creation, the highest octave. Tone 13 in the spiritual realm. 13 is the mystical number of the cosmic order, the goddess, and synchronic natural time. We have arrived. Add some. I am here. This is the stage of having transcended the physical, emotional, and mental realms and arriving at cosmic consciousness. The cosmic action transcends, power endures, essence presence. After journeying for 13 days with Kimi, the White Worldbridger, we have faced our fear of death and found the courage to close the door on all the old patterns and cycles, that we are free to make new connections expanding throughout the cosmos. At the end of this cycle, we discover that the now moment is all-encompassing. as we focus on being fully present, that is where our ultimate power resides. As it is a cosmic day coupled with white mirror today, keep your eyes open, as what was once hidden can now be revealed in all directions of time and space. Look for the yellow golden door in the hall of mirrors and walk through to the sunshine, reflecting on the beauty that surrounds and enfolds you. Beyond the yellow door is a yellow brick road that leads to untold treasures and cosmic abundance in a beautiful, brave new world, reflecting the divine harmony of our cosmos. Today's question is, where is the golden door to cosmic abundance in my hall of mirrors? Ask Spirit, seek and ye shall find it. We bid adieu to Kimi, our white Worldbridger, who has guided us to let go of all that no longer serves us, and fully surrendered our old way of being. Finally, we can bring closure to the old paradigm and begin forming our new communities in preparation for our new divine missions. Tomorrow we commence a brand new Wavespell with Kawak, the blue storm, approaching, ready to knock our socks off. This Wavespell will amplify the current dream spell year of the blue lunar storm, double storm power for 13 days. Hold on to your hats, planetary kin, because a gale is coming. The winds of change are upon us. Divine blessings for the slamming of the old iron doors, and arrival at the new golden pearly gates, opening to a garden of infinite beauty and abundance. In Lakek a la kin, Christina White, Magnetic Worldbridger. Kin 66. Kin 78, White, Cosmic Mirror. The mantra, the code for today is, I endure in order to reflect. Transcending order, I seal the matrix of endlessness. With the cosmic tone of presence, I am guided by the power of Spirit. And with the full power of your I am presence, let us know in the comments below what you're experiencing, what you're feeling, your dreams, your visions, and your synchronicities. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below and the little bell to get notifications on future updates. And as always, we have a link in the description below to the transcriptions of today's transmissions, and we archive these on our website, primedisclosure.com. I'd like to take the time to thank everyone for supporting us in our work with your pledges on Patreon and your donations. We rely on the pledges and donations for our daily living expenses, so I appreciate you all for helping us to be able to continue our work and bring these daily transmissions to the world and our other teachings. Many great things to come. I'd like to welcome and thank Divine Angel of the Light Healing Heart 111 for your pledge and support on Patreon. I'd like to also thank and welcome Divine Sister of the Light Linda Steed for your pledge and support. We'd also like to thank Divine Sister of the Light Marian for your pledge and support on Patreon. And thank you, Divine Sister of the Light Jackie Orzek, for your pledge and support on Patreon. And thank you, everyone, for your continued support. And if you can please, again, check to make sure that the pledge went through this month. Multiple people dropped out without notification, so there's a glitch in the Patreon software that drops people out sometimes, so we appreciate you checking on that. If you'd like to support our work and mission of the Eagle and Condor, you can make a pledge on patreon.com/prime-disclosure. We also have a link in the description below if you'd like to make a one-time donation through PayPal. I'd like to also take the time to thank everyone for your supporting my Sacred Condor, my Divine Counterparts art business on Etsy. I'd like to thank again our Divine Sister of the Light Arifa for purchasing another beautiful goddess totem from my queen. We appreciate you for that. So you can purchase her beautiful works of art, goddess totems, and other items on lunagoddessart.com. We do appreciate you all and your patronage and support. It means a lot to us, beloved beings of light. We truly are grateful for you all. Okay, we're going to end today's transmission from today's discourse. This is the invocation of Saint Germain. Thou infinite, abiding presence, thy all-pervading light, thy opulence of substance is omnipresent and all-pervading. We open the activity of the outer consciousness into the conscious direction, and molding into form of every good thing we desire. We give praise and thanks for thy intelligent action in these minds, with thy love, thy wisdom, and thy power to guide them, to raise them into all perfection. I bring you greetings from those ascended ones who ever minister to the messengers of light, wrapping their mantles of light, illumination, and protection about them. And now, at any time, beloved beings of light, you can wrap yourself and your family, the world, the earth, in the violet flame, the violet ray of light, and the golden ray, the golden light from the golden cities, the violet cities of all timelines and dimensions of Saint Germain and the Christos consciousness, and the golden Buddha energy of pure awareness is the I Am presence, which is God in action. The still white magnetic light at the center moves in and through the I Am presence that's here now in this sacred vessel, that is aware. It is the witness, it is the observer, it is the manifester of all things in all timelines, realms, and dimensions. And now, as we tap into the power of our I Am presence, collectively we co-create heaven on earth with our true heart's desire, with perfect abundance, perfect health, perfect relationships. The Buddha would say right action, right thought. This is the right and perfect mindset of positivity, shining our light into this realm through the gold rose heart center of the divine feminine, of pure love, pure light, pure resonance of the Magdalene energies and Lemurian rising. This is the queens of New Earth, New Eden, New Jerusalem. The goddess, the divine feminine, has returned, and she is awakened in all living consciousness. And now in these final days, the final stages of this transformation, divine feminine and divine masculine rise together through our heart center into the highest temple, the holiest light, the holy cities of the golden light, the golden city that is the kingdom of heaven within, and it is everywhere. We just open the eyes of our spirit and see and know that we are the sons and daughters of the holy cities of the celestial light. So keep walking your sacred path with heart. Spread your wings, divine angels of the new earth, and fly high above the fields, above the earth, and blast this realm with your radiant light. The eagle and the condor love you all. Namaste.